Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, and a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Salter. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking for room, it's Reed. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Finds his man, it's Lee. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. What a nice play. And even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos after a success.
Wide open spaces. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Salter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. To throw, it's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. On the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Makes a connection. Turning on the Jets. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback's got the first. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Gives it on the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Miller. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Salter. Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Holstein. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner will be brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Miller. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Fires to the middle. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And he puts through the extra point.
35, hit 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. Inside the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, the option can be a real pain in the butt to defend, particularly when you get outside and you're playing quarterback and pitch at the same time.
How many option teams did you face back in the day?
But we saw several, and I hated it every single week because those cut blocks came ad nauseum, and you're just trying to protect your dang knees.
Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got it! And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, that's really good defense because I tell you what, the way they've ran the football in this drive, I thought they were going to run it again, but they stayed disciplined, played the pass, kind of surprised me a little bit that they threw the football, but great third down defense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Pitt! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
35, hit 16.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Lewis to throw. Got a man. It's Hayden. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sends it downfield. Brings it in down the left side.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The toss sweep to the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Give to the big fullback. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Toss to the outside. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And the stomping has commenced.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one, and they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Huge game before he goes.